Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Professor Prozac speaking, and today our lesson is guard breaks. There's been a lot of commotion lately over some throw tech. It looks something like this. So, holy crap, look at that. It's unescapable. It's going to remake the game. It's going to be all Spider-Man and She-Hulk teams. Well, I'm here to explain why it works, why it doesn't work, what you can do to make it come out the way you want. We're going to go over the best versions, the worst versions, all that nonsense. Gotta start, the best one here is pretty much Magneto and Spider-Man. This is what it looks like when you do the super way too early. You don't want to mess this up, it's really easy to punish. Magneto's good because Hypergraph has really low block stun, and Spider-Man's good because Web Throw comes out really quick after it gets. This one is better, but it's still too fast. You don't want them to be able to push block after the Hyper comes out. If they didn't push any buttons, that would have caught them, but we're trying to make it so they can't escape. This here is the optimal version. You can see he's trying to mash push block after the Tempest, and nothing comes out. There's still a way to get around it if you push block right before the Tempest. This is the same exact recording in terms of player 2 as the last one, so we're going to go over it a few times. The good news is there's a way to recognize that they push block and then just to delay the ultimate web throw. If you can see them push blocking in the Hyper Freeze right here, go ahead and delay it just a half a second and you can catch them out. So the good news is if you do it right, you can basically catch them no matter what they do. You have to delay it long enough to be able to read their push block. Doing that lets them use X Factor to get out of it, like this. Unfortunately, there's really no way around that. You either have to do it in a way that allows them to escape it, or you have to do it in a way that allows them to use X Factor. It's still a really good setup, it's just not foolproof. Up next is the Iron Man one, which is actually even worse. It's a little easier to get out of. This is the basic setup. Unfortunately, it can be dashed out of like this with X Factor pretty much no matter how you do it. You can also escape it with a careful push block, which works for both the Spider-Man version. The Spider-Man version is a little harder to air dash out of because it's just better for DA sitting into. This is the same input recording as the first two we just did, just to show that it's precisely, essentially how you need to do it for it to work. It's just not very good. Because you're going to get flipped out. If you're using Ultimate Web Throw with it, you can actually respond to the X Factor with an immediate web throw, and you usually catch it. It's extremely hard to escape that way, but it still loses to push block. And to deciding to get it like that. Up next we have the Frank Funny Face Crusher, which although hilarious, is the worst out of the three for setting up this unblockable technique. You can beat it with a push block, like that. Whoopity-doo. You can beat it with a air dash even without X Factor, just because he takes so long to get up there and the hitbox is not that big. Really unfortunate, because if it did work, he would be pretty broken. Because that would be 1 million damage. Not escapable for about 1 bar. I'd be broke. Thanks for watching.